Alawa! Kunite!
Welcome to Force Conversations, episode 13. As always, I'm your host, Mike, and my co-host, Andre.
Hey, how's it going? Mike, you been up to anything lately?
Just doing more home stuff, man. We have a quad level home, so we painted and did a bunch of stuff in our lower level to get ready. We're going to start a community group through our church that we're going to have meetings every other Friday in our house. And yeah, so we just got stuff ready for that. Bought some couch covers to, restore some old furniture that I think I sent you some information on because you have a couch that's just like ours. So.
Just like it. Yeah, it's actually yours. So.
Just like it. Yeah, it's my old one. But it's the 3-seater, like the full-size one, not the... We have 2 love seats and 2 recliners, so...
Yeah. Man, I've been playing a little bit of VR with my niece and nephew lately, and it's just been... It's been giving me an opportunity to actually use my Oculus. And because no one has them, none of the friend group has them, so it's just it just sits there collecting dust. But it's been so nice actually using it. It's fair. It's been a lot of fun. But
hey, I'll tell you what. If you want to send a demo version my way, I'll jump on and try something.
A demo version of what?
Yeah, like the one that you're not using. If you have an extra one. I'm just kidding.
I might have an extra one if I can get it back from Kyle.
Oh, Kyle.
Princess.
Princess.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Princess. Yeah. But anyway, big news this week. Huge news.
Yeah.
Maul'd Shadow Lord.
News. Yes.
Oh. Maul'd Shadow Lord. I am so excited for this series. I know that you're not far enough into the Clone Wars to actually see anything. You got to get through it, man. You got to get through it before April. You have to.
Oof. There's no way.
There is a way.
At the rate I'm going, oof. If you want to loan me some of your vacation days, I'll take some vacation days off of work and catch up.
I have to save mine until March. I have to save. The trailer came out, and I did notice a few things that I want to talk about in the trailer. Okay. There is an Aleena in it. We haven't seen Aleenas much in Star Wars. They are, short little aliens that... Rats Tyrell, the pod racer, he had the family come and watch him basically sacrifice himself. That is an Aleena. This one, however, looks to be in a huge mech suit. So, what he's doing, maybe he's an enforcer or something for a crime boss.
Who knows? Do we know it's a he?
Oh, that's an even better thing. I don't even know. We don't know a name yet. I could be wrong. I just couldn't find a name. So, not sure. Another species that we saw was a Gran. We've seen these throughout the series. I believe there's a few in Return of the Jedi. I think there's one in the Cantina. This looks to be, for me at least, looks like a crime boss that will have to face off against Maul. I mean, we'll see how...
I mean, he does kind of have that crime boss jacket on.
And, he's a big dude. He's got that Sopranos, kind of thing.
He's Tony Grand Soprano.
Oh, my goodness. I don't have a name for this one either, but...
Okay.
Now I can't get that into my head.
Grand Soprano?
Sagrano. Tony Sagrano.
Oh, no.
We're also getting the return of the Pykes Syndicate. These have been all over Star Wars. They're in Clone Wars. They're in Rebels. They're in Book of Boba Fett, Mando. They are in so many shows. It's ridiculous how often we see these creatures. It was in. I think I said Solo. it'll be interesting to see them back in animated form. They just look so different compared to their live action forms. I feel like Disney's kind of doing some weird stuff with their live action remakes. You know,
there's only so much you can do with live action, especially when it's like a person in a suit and not CGI.
Dude, whatever. Look at Cad Bane. We've had his species, the Duros, before. We had that in episode 4 in the cantina, and they looked perfect compared to the counterpart of Clone Wars. But then you look at Book of Boba Fett, and they just butchered him. Butchered.
Fair enough.
Anyway, we are gonna also get a Twi'lek. I feel like the fan base is pretty split on how they say this. We have a name for this one. Devin Izara may become. It looks from the context of the trailer. It looks like it's gonna be Maul's apprentice. Potentially could be Darth Talon. I mean, Red Twi'lek.
I think there's some things out there saying that is confirmed. Now I could be wrong, but like even when I was looking it up, getting ready for this episode, it says that Darth Talon is going to be in Maul in the 2026 Star Wars series on Disney Plus, Maul Shadow Lord. So whether that's confirmed anywhere else, I don't know. Maybe it's just what people are saying. So
yeah,
that's what people are reporting. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see for sure.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, I don't think Disney's gonna go anywhere near. To be honest with you, I don't think Disney's gonna go anywhere near Talon. She's always everything that I've ever seen with Talon in it. You look up pictures of Talon, and it's always super skimpy outfits. It's just people are gonna get mad about the change. I mean, it's just
people are gonna get mad about whatever they want to get mad about anyway. Yeah. So
that's true. Anyway, excited to see potential Darth Talon. There will be the first generation stormtroopers, the TK stormtroopers, which are based on Ralph McQuarrie concept art for A New Hope. And then we will have the clone LAATs, which are like low orbit or low. You know, I don't even know what low altitude, some armored transport, maybe. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it stands for, to be honest with you. But we first saw those in Attack of the Clones.
Yep.
Let's see here.
And then they're in a lot of Clone Wars episodes too, right?
The LAATs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Those are in a lot of them. But I'm just saying we saw them first in Attack of the Clones. And then we're gonna get some surprise. Well,
so let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you a quick question about the LAATs. So the clones were being made on Kamino.
Yep.
And in Attack of the Clones, right, when the clones first start coming, they're like a lot of the scenes show them coming in these dropships, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So did the dropships exist on the planet, or did they fly all the dropships to the planet and pick up all the clones, or did they fly like massive ships and pick up all the clones and take the clones to the dropships?
I think massive ships, because I think in Attack of the Clones, when Obi-Wan's watching, I think you actually see them loading onto one of the big, larger, like, it wasn't a Venator per se, but it was something like a Venator.
Like along that line. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, you do see a lot of clones being offloaded from Kamino. So
bigger transport ship type things.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Fair enough.
One thing that I was shocked about, I didn't think we'd ever see this character again, to be honest with you. I don't know why, I just didn't expect, either of these two characters that are next. The first brother, Marrok, which is on the right here, and the 11th brother, which we do not have a name for. I'm just going to call him Birdman until further notice. Birdman's gonna be.
It looks actually like a plague doctor mask almost.
Yeah, which is a bird shape,
Do you know why plague doctor masks were the shape they were?
Because didn't they kept like spices in the beaks, yeah, and they waxed their entire suit so that it would yeah. But I hear that
they also kept the medicine in the end and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
I never thought we'd see the Birdman ever again. He's only in like 30 seconds of a Clone Wars spin-off show. I just never thought we'd see him. I'm excited to see more of him.
He didn't have a name in that either?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil too much for you, but he's only gonna be in it for 30 seconds, so I wouldn't be spoiling much, but I still don't want to give you any spoilers. But one thing that I thought about was that Marrok can potentially die in this series. He does not have to be alive in Ahsoka, because that green smoke is like Dathomirian magic with a K. It's whenever anything Dathomirian which brought back to life dies, they poof into this green smoke, which I didn't think about. I thought he was just some fart man, a walking fart. During the show,
Bro got fart vapors in his suit. They cut him, and he was like, "Oh, thank you.
I can breathe finally."
I needed that.
I mean, we never see his face. We just see his helmet. I think he's gonna die in this series, and then maybe not in this series, because I don't think it's gonna die in this series per se. But I think he's gonna die eventually, soon.
So here's the question I'm gonna ask from this though: is does it have to be the same person in the suit, or could they be just resurrecting a warrior to take on the mantle of this first brother Marrok,
and just use his suit?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I mean,
I'm not saying that's what's happening. I'm just saying, is it possible?
I guess it is. Yeah, I don't see why not. I kind of want to make his helmet.
I'm sure we'll find out once it. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah. Looks like the next one is the release schedule.
Yeah. So instead of them releasing all the episodes at once, and we'll get into that in a second, but the episodes are going to be April 6th for episode 1 and 2, April 13th for 3 and 4. April 20th for 5 and 6, April 27th for 7 and 8, and then May 4th for 9 and 10.
By the way, all Mondays.
I don't know how you feel about episodes coming out, whether you would prefer them in, just drop them all at one time, or, spacing them like this. I kind of feel like I used to prefer them to just drop all the episodes at once and let me watch them whenever I wanted to.
Yeah.
I feel like now I'm getting back into the whole, like, I don't want that. I want to space it out. Because if I could, like, if they released all of these on, like, a Monday, like, I'd potentially have them done by the weekend. And then I'm waiting, like, months for more content to come out. Versus...
like a Stranger Things type thing.
Spreading it out.
Just
drove
me up a wall.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm okay with it. I know some people are probably going to want it to be, just give me all the episodes at once and let me, hurry through it as fast as I can and just watch it as quick or multiple times or whatever. You know what I mean? So
I'm okay with the two episodes a day release window. But this only gives me 5 weeks of Star Wars. I hate that. I mean,
yeah.
I feel like but later that month we are going to get Mando and Grogu.
So maybe they are spacing it out to reduce the amount of time in between Star Wars content being released.
Yeah.
Mando and Grogu aren't coming to Disney Plus. That's a theatrical release, right?
So what if they started 5 weeks early, gave us one a week, for 10 weeks instead of two a week for 5 weeks, and then they still end their episode, even if they do a 2-part on May 4th, just because it is Star Wars Day. That'll give me more.
I think that it kind of.
Go ahead.
I think it kind of surprises me that they're ending it on May 4th and not. Yeah, I don't know.
Starting it on May 4th.
Like doing like some either that or having some kind of like, saving that day for like announcements or different stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not against it. I guess I'm just kind of surprised that they're having, the final 2 episodes of a Maul show, not a light side or Jedi side. Because whenever I think of May the 4th, like the 4th be with you, stuff like that, like I think of like, the good guy side.
Yeah.
And Revenge of the Fifth would be like what I would say would be the dark side stuff, right? Like, not that it can't be the other way around, but it's just that's the way my brain always thinks about it, I guess.
Actually, I refuse Revenge of the Fifth. I say May the 4th. There's always a bigger 5th. Revenge of the 6th. I am the 7th. Oh God, what was 8? There's like 10 days of Star Wars.
You're going kind of crazy there.
There's like 10 days of Star Wars.
You're trying to make like, instead of having like Star Wars be like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day with 2 days, you're trying to turn Star Wars into Hanukkah.
Dude, I'm trying to do a birthday month kind of thing,
Right.
But this show is confirmed to be about 1 year after the last events of the Clone Wars, which, spoiler alert, is Order 60. A year after Order 66. So Empire is in full force. They are using, at this point, they're using they're using a mixture of clones and stormtrooper volunteers or kidnappies. But I think they're a little bit of both, depending on what world you're from.
Forced servitude type thing.
Yeah. You're either from a world that's being forced, or you're from a world that supports the Empire and you're giving willingly. Right. Do you think that we could potentially see a Maul versus Vader fight?
Oof. So, unfortunately, like, I'm going to say, let me preface it with this. I can't say that all of Clone Wars has been completely spoiler-free for me. Just randomly over the years, I've seen stuff, right? So I know that Obi-Wan kills Maul on Tatooine, right? And while he's dying,
that's in
he
Rebels.
Realizes that. But I'm just saying, like, we find out that, like, Obi-Wan kills Maul. I said Clone Wars, but I guess I want to say any animated content.
I got you.
So during that takes place well after this, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, roughly 5 years before New Hope.
5 years before New Hope.
Yeah.
So if, let's say, I would not mind seeing them fight. But if they fight, Vader cannot kill Maul. Can't. He just can't.
Right.
That would ruin continuity. So if they fight, something would have to happen where you'd have to think Vader would win, but Maul wouldn't ultimately lose.
Well,
because he's not going to die, so something has to happen where he lives. But you can't, at this point, like in this time frame, you can't have Maul beat Vader and Vader be the most feared Sith in the galaxy other than Palpatine, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
because if Maul bests Vader, then why would Palpatine not be like, oh shoot, I made a mistake. Let me get rid of Vader and bring Maul back.
Exactly. Yeah, I could see that. The Inquisitors know that Maul is out there, so Vader's got to know that Maul's out there, or Palpatine at least has to know that Maul's still out there.
Right.
you don't think that
But
Grandpapa Palpy is going to be like, I want this guy dead. I need this guy dead.
But why? At this point, now that he's in power and he's the emperor, like why would it matter?
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's maybe
is Maul fighting against the Empire? Is he killing?
Well, being a crime lord,
or...
being a crime lord. I mean, yeah. I'm sure he's not helping. You know, I'm sure he's stealing from the Empire. I'm sure he's killing. You know. Killing stormtroopers and everything. I think actually we do see him killing TK stormtroopers in the trailer. He throws his lightsaber. He boomerangs his lightsaber.
Back to the lightsaber issue.
How do they work?
Why do they power off when a Jedi dies or gets struck down or knocked out, but yet you can throw them? Now what? This is third time or fourth?
Oh, to be honest with you, I don't know.
Okay,
there's a lot.
Vader.
Yeah, listen, there's a lot.
We saw Vader throw
in Clone Wars. There will be a lot throughout Clone Wars.
And the lady from the Jedi games throws it at Vader.
And Chimere.
Yeah, Chimere. Like, dude, like, so yeah, these have to stay on, right?
What if they're using the Force to push the buttons? It's a dead man switch. They're using the Force to keep the buttons on.
So,
because hold on. We see, because we do see when Count Dooku gets his hand chopped off, it turns off, and when Annie catches it, he goes. He turns it on. So you think Maul or Dooku cared if his hands were cut off? It was a dead man switch. It's a dead man switch.
So then we're back to, if Andre is in the time frame of Star Wars, Andre is going to die because his fingers are going to slip off the button.
Well, they can use the Force on it. Okay, that's fair. What they're doing when they're throwing.
If you're not a Force user, like if you're like Grievous or Han Solo or whatever, and okay, that brings me to my next question.
Okay,
like, how many times has Han Solo picked up a lightsaber before he saves Luke?
As far as I'm aware, none.
Okay, so he just picked up the lightsaber and instantly knew to push the button or flip the switch or however he turned it on, he knew instantly how to do it.
There's 3 buttons. There's 3 potential buttons on Luke's lightsaber.
Yes, but when Luke grabs one for the first time and he turns it on, it's not like any of them are like, oh, that doesn't do anything. This one does. Oh, it turned on. Like, none of them fumble with it and get it to accidentally turn on by pressing one of the different buttons. They all just instantly turn it on.
Maybe the Force
like,
calls...
Oh, this thing is cool, when they turn it on. And it's
the Force calls them to that button. And there is theories that Han Solo does have the Force.
I kind of think that, like, the Force is like what Christians would say in our world is like the Holy Spirit. It exists in everybody. You're just either more in tune with it or following it or whatever, right? Yeah. Like, so if that's your argument that Han Solo, the reason he was a great smuggler and had intuition and stuff like that was because he's Force sensitive, just not Jedi ability Force sensitive. Yeah, I buy that. I don't have an issue with that.
Yeah. Listen, I think we might see...
Stormtroopers aren't, for some reason. That's why they can't hit anything. Or the helmets block the connection to the Force. Ooh.
Maybe that. But I just think that the Force is protecting the main protagonists of the... I always get those two confused. Main protagonists of the movie.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. Anywho. Jedi 3.
Okay, yeah, so we have a little bit more leaks coming out. We're seeing now that it could be a potential 2026 release. I don't think I'd be surprised if it came out in 2026, and I don't think I'd be surprised if it got pushed back to like early 2027. Like it wouldn't surprise me either way. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think it'd be cool if it came out this year.
I mean, when do we start getting
is
when do we start getting trailers for games? Typically, I'm not saying Star Wars games because those take years and years and years before they actually come out that they're announced.
no, or the trailer. Yeah, the trailer will come out, and then like 6 years later,
In
we still won't have the game.
2021, it'll come out, and I'm still waiting for Eclipse.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No. I guess I don't really know, but I mean, the Star Wars Jedi games though they've come out pretty consistently. It's not like
Well,
it's not like we heard about the first game and it took like 5 years for it to come out. Second game, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
so I would assume that once we start seeing like gameplay trailers for it, it probably I would say if that's like towards the end of the year, then maybe you're looking at 2026. If we get
Yeah.
like gameplay trailers within the next like 2 or 3 months, then maybe you're looking at holiday season 2026. It wouldn't surprise me. But
Yeah, that would be nice. That'd be great, actually.
yeah, yeah. So the leaks that we're seeing is that the game is well into development and it is going to be harder to contain in the next few months.
Probably harder to contain the leaks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think once
From what I
once
read,
stuff starts
the
coming
leaks
out,
are going to be harder to contain because I mean, it's more into development, and it's as games go farther into development, it's harder to contain said leaks.
gotcha. Yeah, no, I mean that makes sense. I think though, I think you'll start seeing more leaks once, like the second you start getting gameplay trailers and people start really digging into it and stuff and getting information that starts coming out at that point in time. I mean, it's definitely going to be interesting to see what comes out for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the whatever they're changing in it or advancements they're making or new things that they're adding to the game. I did read something about there's going to be more like space travel in the game, like more like being able to go to different destinations and stuff like that. Not really like fully open world, but
Like
maybe
more
something
hubs.
kind of like the Destiny layout where you go
Yeah.
to your map and you've got like your main hub worlds or whatever and you can choose which one you go to.
Yeah.
So not necessarily like a linear story like you start at this planet, then you have to go to this planet, then you have to go here. Like you can maybe go to other places. I don't know fully, but it does sound like there's going to be like a lot more robust stuff to this game than was in the last two games. I did also hear that it is going to be dark and a little bit more mature in tone. Not sure what that means on, if they're just talking about because of the fighting and stuff like that. Who knows?
So maybe it's going to be more of the Empire Strikes Back of the series.
Possibly. I think at some point something's going to have to happen because I guess the thing I need to see next is like when does this game take place? Because either at the end of it, I mean, Cal either has to die or become like an Inquisitor or something. Maybe he ends up being like the Birdman Inquisitor. And that's why we haven't seen his face yet.
Like? Or Marrok. Or, no, it can't be Marrok. It can't be Marrok. It can't be either one of those.
No, because
Cal is Cal. Like, however... Clone Wars, not Clone Wars. Maul is set 1 year after the Clone Wars, so that means 1 year after the Revenge of the Sith.
So this is after that. Yeah.
He would have only been like 12, 13, maybe 14 at this point. Right. I still have to play. Right. I still have to play. What was it? Jedi Survivor, the second one. I still have yet. I picked it up for a little bit. I still have to play through it. I did see that Galactic Armory, their YouTube channel, did a tutorial on how they built the giant frog man character from the game, and they made it a life size. It's like 5 foot tall. Dude, it makes me want to make it. I want this frog man. It's just awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's really all I've heard from for Jedi 3 so far.
For the game.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited for it.
It'll be interesting when more information starts coming out, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think this channel has made me more... I started playing Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga, and once I'm done with that, I'm going to move on to a different game. I'm going to try to do solo Star Wars games throughout the time that we're on YouTube, you know. So
right.
We'll see when we get to this.
Different solutions for live streaming and stuff like that.
But that'll be for multiplayer.
Gameplay,
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No, for sure.
Like, I'm gonna try to do my own separate gameplay, not leaks, gameplay live streams as we go. But we'll see. We'll see when we get to Jedi 2, Jedi 3, you know. Let's see. Taika Waititi. He submitted a script.
Taika Waititi.
He submitted a script. Okay. This is when...
Yep.
This was announced when Kathleen Kennedy did her exit interview.
Yep, we talked about that last podcast, yep.
Yep. She said that it's going to be a hilarious and great script. Fresh, unexpected, and unique. But he has said that he wants to supposedly piss off Star Wars fans.
I don't think that's hard to do.
I truly don't think it's hard to do. You know what?
I don't think he's... All you have to do is say, I'm making something new, and there's like a lot of Star Wars fans, like, sorry, I had to cough, that are like, no.
Well, you know what else he could say? I'm making something similar to other things that have been made in Star Wars. Because you look at Force Awakens, it's got some tones of A New Hope.
It does, for sure.
And people were mad at that. So it's not hard. It's not hard to make Star Wars fans mad. And it sucks. But I just want new Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
The code name for this movie is Cosmic Doom.
So, like, Doomsday?
Who knows? He said that it's gonna be a chaotic and hectic movie. But he is going to try to harness the fun of the original trilogy, the Tridge. I don't know. Okay. I mean, the original trilogy was pretty hectic and chaotic at some points, but it was fun.
I'm trying to think of, like, would I consider the original trilogy fun movies? Like, maybe there's some moments, but I don't know if I'd categorize them as. I guess when I say fun movies, I think of like comedies. Like I think of like the Thor Ragnarok that had some action stuff in it, but had like a lot of like just ridiculousness stuff in it, right? Like the little things like Thor when he first got thrown into the prison cell with Korg and he runs around and it's like a big circle. But he doesn't see that it's a circle. He just keeps running from one end to the other, and he keeps coming around, right? Like, little things like that. Like, I think that's kind of like, that's comedic, right? I don't know if I'd say stuff in episodes 4, 5, and 6 were like that. But
listen, I'm excited for anything Star Wars. You know that. I don't think...
No, for sure.
I'm excited specifically for Taika Waititi to write, produce, direct a Star Wars movie. I think he does great at what he does. He directed a few episodes of Mando. He voiced characters before. I think he does great at that. I like Taika Waititi. I loved that Jojo Rabbit movie. Loved that movie. But I don't know if he's gonna be a good fit for Star Wars. But I'm gonna give it a fair opportunity, and if I like it, I like it. Then I'll eat my own words, and then if I don't like it, I'm still gonna probably like it. If I'm honest with you.
Wouldn't be the first time that you watched a show and ate your own words.
Yeah, with the Obi-Wan thing. I know. But this is not this keeping this movie is not gonna be up to Kathleen Kennedy. It's gonna be one of the first things that Dave Filoni has to. Or no, sorry. It's I said that the opposite. Dave Filoni does not have the deciding vote on this. It's gonna be Kathleen Kennedy still. It's gonna be one of the only thing she does. Yeah,
that seems kind of weird.
It does, right? Or maybe it's already greenlit. Who knows? This is what I've seen. I could have missed something. But anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway. Let's see. Dave Filoni. People are saying that he didn't like Andor. That he hated Andor. But I don't know where they're getting that he didn't. Because there's articles, there's videos of him praising the show. Praising Tony Gilroy about how good it was, how good it did. Everything like that, dude. I don't understand where this notion of him hating it came from.
Yeah, the information. That's kind of strange.
Yeah, it's just odd.
So it's just people saying that he didn't like it. Like he's never actually come out and said.
Someone said that there was a leak that someone said someone he was talking to he told them he didn't like it. I don't know exactly the story, but there's people saying that he didn't like Andor, and that's wild.
Okay,
that's wild. If he truly didn't like Andor, that's wild because it was a great show. It was a great show. It was a little slow at first. I admit, I had a hard time with the first few episodes, but
yeah.
Oh my gosh, the last arc was so good. The last season was so good. I enjoyed all of it. It was just hard to get into at first. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Tony Gilroy. I accidentally left Dave Filoni up there. This is Tony Gilroy, not Dave Filoni. He has hinted that he is going to create he, as in Tony Gilroy, is going to create a new, darker Star Wars project. Yeah, just edit in post. I will. Don't tempt me. My editing is getting better. He's hinting that there is a darker Star Wars project on the horizon. This show will have a element of horror to it. Do you know what this could possibly mean?
I mean, I think I've heard you say it a few times. I think I heard you say you really wanted it to be brought in.
It was one of my what ifs and what I really want. Project Blackwing. Not just the Ahsoka zombies where they're brought to life by magic. I want like a virus. I need something like this.
Like one of the Star Wars bases was messing with the coronavirus and it morphed and became COVID-19 type deal. But made them zombies like The Walking Dead.
Yes, exactly. I need something dark and horror. I hate horror movies, but I feel like this would be so good. There's horror movies that I got. There's horror movies that I make an exception for. I watched the trailer for the It movies when in like 2017 when that first It movie came out. You know, I watched the trailer for that and I said I'm actually going to go watch that. And then I actually watched the original It miniseries because of it. And so I'm becoming a little more of a man, you know. Less of a wuss, you know. So
yeah,
I'm excited for this. I hope that this is it. I really hope that this is it. If not, I have no idea where they're gonna go with it. I don't know where they could go with a Star Wars horror movie. Maybe like a serial killer-y type vibe, like a something in the underworld of in the underworld of Coruscant, you know. I don't know. I think it's got to be Blackwing,
Maybe
and I
it'll
hope
be a
it
horror
is.
movie about life in a Sarlacc pit.
Oh, just a 1,000-year movie. Yeah, that's great. I hope it's Project Blackwing and not the Sarlacc pit stuff, because then we're just gonna get Boba Fett's what he was supposed to be, you know.
Right.
What he should have been.
Right.
What he should have been. Let's be real here. Yeah. The people have voted. Oh, sorry. Is it too soon after Ahsoka Zombies? Is it too soon after Ahsoka Zombies? That's what I was saying. I didn't mention that. I don't want it to be Ahsoka Zombies, but is it too soon after the Ahsoka Zombies to introduce a different strain of zombie type thing? A different type of zombie.
Depends on how soon this movie's coming out. If this movie's coming out like within the next 6 months, maybe. If it's coming out within the next couple of years, I don't think that matters.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? I didn't even think about that. We don't have a title. We don't have anything. We just have hints of a Star Wars project that might be darker. So
and it might not even be zombies. You might be disappointed. I don't think it's gonna be a Sarlacc pit. I'm just saying, like,
it might not even be a movie.
It could be like the young adventures of Jabba.
I feel like that would be another crime lord show. It could be.
It could be pretty dark though, man.
It could
like
be
his parents maybe try to eat him. Who knows?
It could be the young Jedi adventures of the Padawans in the Jedi Temple during Episode 3. The end of the show
starts off the first scene is the little dude asking Anakin if like they're gonna be okay.
No, that's the last scene. That's the last scene, man. I'm saying that's the first scene. I'm saying that's the first scene because then after that it's just like a bunch of little kids running around in terror trying not to get murdered by Anakin and his cronies. So for a full hour and a half movie, 2-hour movie, we're just gonna see little Jedis running around.
The last scene is gonna be I'm at best saving Grogu.
Man. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe it's I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I'm excited. I hope it's Blackwing. I hope it is. We'll see. We'll see. Again, hope it's Blackwing. Boba Fett is the winner of our polls. We did 4 rounds of polling between different bounty hunters. And surprise, surprise, I knew Boba Fett was gonna win.
Who were the final 4? Final 4 were Jango Fett, Boba Fett,
exactly
Din Djarin,
who we thought,
and Cad Bane. So 3 of the 4 basically wear Mandalorian armor.
Exactly, and you know what? I knew it was gonna be Boba Fett. I knew it. Yeah. I knew it.
That's because like 5 people voted on our last one, and they were like all you. No, just kidding.
I think there was 12 or 17 votes. So we did have a lot. I only was one. I was only one. I only vote with my personal, well, not my personal account, my Coors Fed account.
I guess we should have maybe we should have clarified like a time frame for all these guys, because like if you're talking like Jango Fett during episode like when we see him get beheaded, yeah, he's not going to be a top pick, right? If you're talking about maybe exploits he had before then, if you're talking about Boba Fett like before Sarlacc pit versus Boba Fett after Sarlacc pit,
well, hold on, we did say we asked who your favorite bounty hunter is. He's not a bounty hunter anymore, he's a daimyo.
Yeah, you're right.
And then Jango Fett's dead when he gets his head sliced off, obviously, so he's not a bounty hunter.
No, I know
anymore.
that. I'm saying, like, in the movies, like, how long was he still bounty hunting when he's on?
Yeah, he was
when he's getting all these clone kids?
Yes. He hired Zam Wessel. Tyrannus or Sidious was like, yeah, Sidious told Tyrannus, Sidious told Dooku, Tyrannus, we need Padme dead. So
yes,
Tyrannus Dooku was like, Jango Fett, I'm hiring you. And then Jango Fett was like, Sam Wessel, I'm hiring you. And then Sam Wessel was like, this robot, I'm hiring you. And this robot was like, I got the perfect thing. I got these little centipedes that can do the job. Dude, everybody was hiring them out for this job.
So they failed. They failed on multiple tiers.
Multiple tiers.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say six tiers.
Yeah.
Again, no shock. Our character spotlight of the week. Our character spotlight is one of my favorite characters of all of Star Wars.
Okay.
Jaxxon T. Tumperaki.
Tumpercopy.
Jaxxon the Space Rabbit.
Jaxxon the Space Rabbit.
He is a Lepi smuggler that was turned into a rebellion hero. Captained a ship named the Rabbit's Foot, which is wild. Because, like, what is he chopping his own foot off?
It's just his lucky shit.
He appeared in 1977 originally, 1977-78 in a comic book, but that is now Legends. So his first canon appearance was during a 2018 Star Wars annual or Adventures annual story called "The Lost Eggs of Livorno." I have never read it. I love Jaxxon. I've got his little action figure. I mean,
do you
Jaxxon.
really love him if you haven't read his book?
No, I just love his character. I just love the design. In the Clone Wars, it's not really a spoiler. It's just a little Easter egg that you're gonna see eventually. There is a Lepi skeleton with the same clothes on as Jaxxon, but when this show was created, it was still owned by Lucas. Lucas was making this show. But Disney decided to pull this show and the 6 Star Wars movies in to canon. So, technically he was always canon with Disney, but it was just a Lepi skeleton with the same clothes. And then they brought him back to life because he's part of the rebellion. I don't. Maybe lots of Lepis wore the same outfit. I don't know.
Okay.
I just love
Fair
the
enough.
design of Jaxxon the Space Rabbit. He's so cool.
Jaxxon the Space Rabbit.
Jaxxon the Space Rabbit.
That's funny.
Yep. But other than that,
All right.
Mike, I have absolutely nothing left. Do you have anything to add?
I think that's it for this week then. No, I don't have anything else, man.
Lots of news. I'm really excited for it all, man. I'm just so excited. But if that's
I just hope the news keeps coming though. I'll take more news over less news. For sure.
Of course. Those slow weeks are just so boring. It's just so boring.
Agreed.
I'm just so excited for actual Star Wars content to come out. I need that Jar Jar Binks and Keller and Beck comic to come out. I will pick that up for sure. But if there's nothing else, leave us a comment, leave us a like, follow, subscribe, all that jazz. Even if you want to tell me my editing sucks, which I think it's gotten better. I have done a few shorts where I have made some edits, so go ahead and check those out. One of them is our highest viewed video, and it's got a lot of likes. It's got a lot. Other than that, you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next week. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Yep. Have a good one.